Over the past few months, I've spent a little bit of money on some guitar gear like pedals. I bought a new guitar and also an amplifier. Today we're going to unbox it and have a little play around, sort of like a first look. Sort of bigger than I expected it to be, so I'm going to need the knife for this one. Good old Leatherman that I got for my Year 6 graduation off of my grandparents. There we go. Can I just... some sort of manual instructions. Here it is. Before we look at the tones the amp has got, I want to really quickly look at all the different controls. So a good start is probably power on, and then while we wait, lights up, while we wait for that, we'll go equal gain, equal volume, bass, treble, middle, everything up at 50%. Now, we've got 50 watt, 25 and 0.5 watt. I'm probably going to stick to just 0.5, but just for fun. Guitar's up all the way, everything else 50%. Strum a chord, lovely G major. Boost the master volume up. Right, we'll go 25. How's that sound? 25%. Okay, I'm being really gentle with that. What's 25 watt sound like there? I can lay into it more. It doesn't sound like it's half the volume, but it's obviously a lot quieter. Now what's 50 watt? Just for fun. Step away from the amp, that's why I'm getting a lot of feedback. Obviously going to be very loud. What's just the low E string, ready? With my thumb, very delicate. Okay, well, that's going to, if I lay into that, that's going to go really, really, really well. So we've got two different tone settings. We've got panel, which obviously means the panel, but then we've got two different presets, which you can control with a foot switch there. So channel 1, obviously some kind of overdriven tone. That was not in time, but whatever. And then we've got that changed colour. It's a button. Ooh, that's a button. Lovely. And then obviously some clean tone. Bit of vol would be nice. Alright, in terms of effects, we've got, back to the panel, reverb. So I guess we can do different reverbs. Yes. Delay on top, yep. And then I guess we can tap that a little bit quicker. Nice. Effects, oh well, now that makes sense for these to be buttons, because you want to have different effects, right? So, some kind of tremolo. Anyway, we'll look at them in a second. Mod, phaser and chorus, I guess. Yep. And then booster. Different boosters. Heavy. Yep, that's cool. Alright, then we've got, if you're using an acoustic guitar through the amp, then you've got clean tone, which we've been on. Then crunch. Lead. And then the metal tone. All of which has got a variation. Alright, let's get some good tones. Now what we're going to do is have a quick little look at the effects, just a brief sort of overview of what they are, and we'll get 3 good tones, a nice clean, crunch, and a heavy metal tone. So we're going to start with clean. Okay, now there's one song that I'm writing that really needs a good clean tone. So in terms of just basic with the amp, we'll see what we can get. Now I'm going to want a pretty hefty amount of reverb. A little bit more. What are the other reverbs like? Yeah, we'll go with that one. And then I also want probably delay. That's what I'm missing. Need some delay. And we'll go. Pretty happy with that. Sounds good. While we're here, I'll turn the delay off and back off the reverb. Every tone that I'm using, I'm going to want a little bit of reverb because I don't like just that dry signal like that. Right, so I just want to check out the effects and mods. So, effects, the first one was, that's right, the tremolo, which I don't like. Just hurts my ears. So we'll do that, 50%. Next one was, might have been the wah-wah. Yep. What's the last one? Is that an octave? Yeah, that sounds how you'd expect it to be as a chord. I'd use that probably for little runs and stuff, like. That's kind of cool. Mod. Okay, I don't like that one. Okay, that one's alright. I don't think I'd use mod too often. We know what boost is for. Now we need to do a nice crunch tone. So for that, we're going to need a little bit less bass, a little bit more treble, a little bit more mids, and probably a little bit of a drop in the master signal. Maybe a little bit less gain for some blues. It actually sounds pretty good. Then what we'll do is we'll add a little bit more gain, and then it'll be a little bit more sort of AC/DC rock, I guess. Because the thing that you notice about AC/DC is they don't actually use a lot of gain. Anyway, now this is the one that I really want to try and get good, is drop the master volume down. Probably do 50-50 first. A heavy metal tone. I think I preferred the variation. Yep, so we're going to go gain pretty much max. So bring the volume down a little bit. Then we're going to go boost the bass, keep the treble where it is, a little bit more mid. So that's going to wrap it up this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. Quick couple of points. I love the amp. It's perfect. It's exactly what I need. I have a bunch of videos that I want to make with the amplifier. The first and probably most important being how well does it take pedals. I also want to compare that to the software that I hope comes included with the amp. I don't have to pay extra for it. But I should be able to get 60 different guitar pedals on my computer for just effects and stuff like that, so I can use that as well as the pedals that I've already got. On top of that, the obvious review, demo, all that kind of stuff. I'll be doing that, little playthroughs of tone. But I also want to look at how it sounds going from the amp straight into an audio interface, because what we can do is go guitar to the amp, amp into the interface, interface if we choose into the software, into the DAW, the digital audio workstation like Pro Tools. And it was actually one of the biggest contributing factors to making the decision to get the amp, and that was for two reasons. One being just ease of being able to record guitar. I no longer have to mic up the amp, I can just go straight from the guitar into the computer. But the biggest reason is, due to that fact, I now have got significantly less room for error, because you move a mic one way in this one specific position for this one video, it might sound amazing. Next time you try and replicate it, but because you can't get that exact position, it may sound horrible. So one day it might be this bright, beautiful, vibrant sound. The next day it might be this little mellow, muffled, muddy sound that you may not want. So hopefully it's going to provide a little bit more ease of recording guitar, and it's going to allow consistency in my tones. And one last thing for anyone who cares about my YouTube channel, if you do, thank you very much. I've got a whole list of videos that I'm ready to start making. They include stuff like talking about this guitar that that I just bought and that you probably have only seen in the background of some of my videos. Then of course everything to do with the amplifier, stuff like guitar gear and pedals and that kind of thing. Then I've got covers, I've got tutorials, I'm going to try and learn how to play violin. I've got a ukulele. And that's going to be it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all later.